So for a while now, I've been using the Pomodoro method. If you don't know what that is basically you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Then you do that 4 times. You can also do 50 minutes and then a 10-minute break. The point is basically to sort of enforce break times so that you kind of don't get burnt out, essentially. And it's been really effective for me. I found that I can work more efficiently by ensuring that I take regular breaks. So you can get timers for this online. There's like Pomodoro timer videos, which I've been enjoying. They're quite useful. The problem is though, when I'm in the middle of some complex coding task and then the 25 minutes go up, the timer goes off and I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of it. I can't stop now. So I either have to write myself a note to remind myself exactly where I am because I'm going to forget, or I continue working into the break and then I'm like, okay, so the break is elapsed by 2 minutes, so I'm going to start after the break, 2 minutes after the break finishes, so that, and then so it gets complicated. So what I wanted was a flexible Pomodoro timer, so that you would be able to tell it when you go on your break, and it would basically work out everything for you. So if you spent a bit longer working, it would give you a bit longer break. If you took too long on your break or not long enough, it would just adapt the number of working minutes and working hours that you have. So that's what I wanted. So I made it, and here it is. It's pretty visually bare bones at the moment, but you know, it's functional. And so you can set your work minutes in increments of 5, and it just automatically adapts the number of break minutes depending on how you set this slider. So the default is 20%. The default also is to play a sound when the session is over, like when either the work minutes are up or the break minutes are up, to remind you to take a break or to start working. And this option, I probably need a tooltip for this, because basically this means if you go into negative time with your break, so the break counts down from say 10 minutes, and if you go into negative time, should it subtract that negative from your next break, so that you know it's kind of a break debt, if you like. But let's just set some default values. I'm going to set them low just for demonstration purposes. So click start, and then it just starts elapsing. So yeah, you can actually take your break at any time, and it will it's calculating on the fly how much break time you've earned. Because I've got it on 5%, it'll take a while for even 1 second to appear. But I'm going to let this run for a bit and just, yeah. It's been about 5 minutes, and this is a really stingy amount of break time, but it's just for demonstration purposes. So if we click this to go on break, then we get 15 seconds of break. Yeah, you'd normally set this higher. Just this is so we can wait for it to elapse a little bit, and then it does a boop, and it alerts us that we should get back to work because our break time has gone into negative. Oh no! But it will let you do this, and then you go back to work, and it just starts counting again. And then when you've decided you're done, you click finish, click yes, and it tells you how much you worked and how much break time you took and what the percentages were. And when you're done, you can do a new session. You can write that down if you want to keep track of your working hours and stuff. I count the breaks as part of the working hours because I think it's necessary to the work. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to be using this for my work because I find it very useful, but I really wanted that flexibility. So yeah, hopefully I make up for in productivity what I lost by spending my time making this. So anyway, if you want to use this yourself, I'll put a link in the description to my website where you can either run it in the browser or download a copy for yourself. I'll probably put it on itch.io, I think, just because that's a nice way to distribute things. And yeah, I'll also put the source code on GitHub in case anyone wants to adapt it yourself. It's made in Unity because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I use a lot. So yeah, that's the Flexible Tomato. I hope someone finds that useful, or at least found this interesting. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and if you're interested in seeing the code, let me know and I'll do a little code demonstration video.